Hey everyone, it's Randy Nunez, your host at Between the Chalk Lines podcast, where it's all baseball talk all the time. And I wanted to mention someone that I missed last week, someone huge actually. Matt Carpenter, 14 seasons in the major leagues, about 13 and a half of those, no, 13 of those with the Cardinals. He was a three-time All-Star and had a Silver Slugger. Definitely a Cardinals Hall of Famer. I don't know if he'll be a Hall of Famer, but we'll see. So, the news this week, obviously, we're gonna start off with the standings. And I want to look at the wild card because some stuff has been going on. The A's, the Athletics, or whatever you want to call them, have been on a 9-game skid, and the Angels have been on a 6-game winning streak. So, I mean, the Angels butter you up and then let you down every season, it seems like. Juan has been crushing the ball. I don't know if you saw one of the games earlier. Hit a 3 run bomb, just left field, totally left field. And there's been talk about the Major League Baseball implementing the ABS system into the games next year. We're not 100% sure. They say that there's a 0.5 inch, difference or margin of error. So half an inch margin of error, and umpires alike are saying, well, we already have that. Why don't you just wait until you have it 100% perfect? Which I do agree. I do agree that the ABS system should be 100% ready and running before you put it in the majors. So I don't think that will be in the majors next year. We'll see. Standings. Gotta do this every podcast. And have some players to talk about. Let's see. American League. Here we go. AL East Yankees are still leading, have a 30-19 record. Over 600. They are 8-2 in the last 10 games. The Blue Jays are 25-25, 500 ball team. Right behind them, Red Sox the same, 26-26 are right behind the Blue Jays. The Rays are 24-26, fourth place, and the Orioles are still just crashing. They actually fired their manager. I mentioned last week that the Pirates fired their manager. So the Orioles have an interim manager as well for the rest of the season, as their record stands at 16 wins and 33 losses. AL Central, Tigers are chugging along, 33 wins and 19 losses. Guardians right behind them at 28 wins and 22 losses. The Twins are 27-22. Royals 28 and 23, underperforming, but not exactly, dying. I don't see them falling out of the race. We'll look at the wild card. Like I said, there are some interesting names there. And then the White Sox finishing off the AL Central at 15 and 35, a 300 percentage record. They are 4-6 in the last 10 games. AL West has been interesting. Like I said, we'll go down the list. Mariners in top, 28 and 21. 6-4 in the last 10. Astros 26 and 24. 6-4 in the last 10. The Rangers are 25 and 26. Starting to fall down. They're 5-5 in the last 10. The Angels decided to get hot. Swept the Dodgers in Chavez Ravine and swept the Athletics in Sacramento. Are 8-2 in the last 10 and have won. Won the last 8 games. Last 7 games. So they're doing pretty good right now. But as an Angel fan, I know they get hot in June, late May, and then they just let you down. I don't know what it is about the Angels and the curse. We're just cursed like that. But the Athletics round out the West like they usually do at 22 and 29. They are 1-9 in the last 10. They have lost the last 9 games and are actually going to be making some roster moves. I think they've already called up an outfielder, 23-year-old. Let me look this up real quick. I know 100% that they called him up. Let me check what his name. So after going through this 9-game losing streak, they're calling up center fielder Denzel Clark, one of the top prospects, according to ESPN. So I'm quoting ESPN. 25 years old and hitting 286 in AAA. Apparently has excellent defense and more moves could come. So that's Jeff Passan. Just letting you know. Giving him credit as well. So we covered Matt Carpenter. Like I said, for sure, Cardinals Hall of Famer. Possible Hall of Famer in the future. Juan Soto, the $700 million man. My goodness, he is having a hard time right now. I know he's playing a game right now, but just in the last 7 games, the last 21 at-bats, he's scored 2 runs, had 3 hits, had 1 RBI, struck out 7 times, and he's actually stolen 3 bases in that span, which is impressive, but he's hitting 143 in those last 7 games. If you look at a big picture, last 30 games, 107 at-bats, scored 19 runs, had 27 hits and 5 home runs with 13 RBIs, 23 walks, and 24 strikeouts with 5 stolen bags. Hitting only 252. I mean, his career average is in 280s, I believe. Yeah, 283. He's currently hitting 242 on the season with only 8 homers. And we'll look at some of the lists, like I said. But first, let me finish these standings. National League. The National League East. Phillies are still on top at 32 and 18. Mets are right behind them at 30 and 20. And then you have the Braves at 24 and 25. 24 and 25. And then you have the Nationals at 23 and 28. And you have the Marlins at 19 and 29. NL Central, you have the Cubs, who I thought were going to be taking NL Central for sure, are 30 and 20. That's not a lock like some of the other divisions. And Cardinals, but right behind them at 27 and 23, only 3 games back. But the Cubs are 7 and 3 in the last 10 games. The Brewers are third place in the NL Central at 25 and 26. And you have the Reds at 25 and 26, tied. Virtual tie there for their third. And last place, Pirates 17 and 34. Wrapping up the NL West, the Dodgers are 31 and 19. Not even the best team in the game. I said they had a 620 average. Yeah, Phillies have a 640 average for winning. I think the Yankees have the Dodgers have a 635 winning average. So Dodgers aren't even the best team in baseball. But we're gonna continue on in NL West. You have the Giants in second place at 30 and 21. Padres are 27-21, are falling back. They are 2 and 8 in the last 10 games. Falling back, guys. Come on, Padres. You had a chance, and then the Giants leapfrogged you. D-backs, fourth place, 26 and 24. Rockies, last place at 8 and 42 in their first 50 games. I don't know how Bud Black still has a job there, but who knows? Let me see here. The wild card. Here we go. So the AL so far, if the season ended as of like tomorrow, Tigers, Yankees, Mariners would all take first 3 seed. In that order, actually. Funny enough, the Yankees would not be the best team in AL. The Tigers would be. But the Yankees are on a 4-game win streak, so that's good for them. And the following three teams that they would be playing would be the Guardians, Twins, and Royals. So the East and the Central would be stacked. There would be not a single team from the West representing the wild card. I'm kind of sad that that's the situation, but you know what? You gotta win games. Houston Astros are right there on the brink. They're 1.5 games back of the Royals at 26 and 24. As much as I don't want the Astros to represent, that's just the situation. The Angels have put themselves in a hole in a 490 winning average and are 3 games back of a wild card spot. So they can't just win these last two series sweeping in 6 games. They need to win 6 more games. Have more sweeps. They need to take 2 or 3 or 3 or 4, stuff like that. Moving on to the National League. If we ended the season tomorrow or today, right now, we would have the Phillies, Dodgers, and the Cubs in that order from 1, 2, 3. So, like I said, Dodgers aren't the best team, and I know they have been dealing with some arm issues. And the Phillies are on a crazy 7-game win streak, matching the Angels' 7-game win streak. But you can't make excuses when you spend $1 billion on players and your whole organization. But following them, the wild card teams would be the Mets, Giants, Padres. So, in contrast to the American League, the National League would actually have 3 teams in the postseason representing if season ended today. So we covered Juan Soto, the standings, wild card, and Matt Carpenter. I think, honestly, that's it. I'll see y'all next week. Have a good weekend, and that's it.